Hey everybody, Sirturmund here again. Today I wanted to bring you guys some fun with Targon Speak. So, for those of you who are not aware of this deck, the whole point of this deck is that you're ramping up. Being able to, you either ramp up, you're able to put your Targon Speak down, and then you play a lot of top end to be able to discount with the Targon Speak or with your ramp, right? So usually, obviously, the best thing that you can hit is going to be your Fielder Rush. But you do have a lot of other stuff here that you can hit for the discount from the Targon Speak, such as Azul. Even It That Stares can be pretty good. She Who Wanders ends up being amazing if you end up hitting her, because you can just completely slow down the opponent's win condition this way. So then to get there, obviously, what our low curve is going to be a lot of ramp. So this version of the deck, I decide not to play Zoe. Instead, I'm going to decide to do Trundle, because I'm going to go all ham on the Weirding Stone, Faces of the Old One, and Catalyst of Eons. And when you play Weirding Stones or Catalyst of Eons on turn 3, it allows you to play Trundle on turn 5. So I prefer doing that instead of doing the Zoe, as a way to be able to get a really good blocker that the opponent cannot deal with, right? So if you're able to play Trundle on 5 from having Weirding Stone or Catalyst on turn 3, then you can slow down the opponent enough that allows you to stall for the rest of your top end to be able to come down and win the game. The rest of the deck is kind of some few funny textures here, right? So as you see, we have 3 Moonlight Affliction. I think Moonlight Affliction is actually pretty good in this deck, because while you have Overwhelm with Trundle, your It That Stares, your Azul, and your She Who Wonders don't have Overwhelm. So you can do Moonlight Affliction to stop their blockers and just have your units go through directly. Your units have big enough attack that if you're able to stop their blockers, you can just push so much damage through. And this can also be a really good way to silence like an opponent key unit. Like, if something has like double attack, or like you're going against a fist that's going all ham on you, this is a great way to stop them as well. Again, we do play all the ramp cards, so 3 Faces, 3 Weirding Stones, 3 Catalyst Vines, and we even play 1 Bushes to the Old One. I don't think we need more than that, because sometimes this card can be a little bit too awkward to play, because it's like an 8 mana to nothing. I do play 3 Avalanche as a way to be able to at least stall a little bit. The only problem with Avalanche is that it can be a little bit awkward if you have these units on the field, as you can just kill your own units sometimes. A 3-star Shaping, we do get some heal here, and as well, the big units that you get from Star Shaping, the Celestials, you can discount it with Targon Speak. I do play triple Harshwings, again, more stall condition. And then like we talked about, our top end. It That Stares allows you to kill their units, or even kill their landmarks in case you're going against something like Bandle Tree. Aurelion Soul, She Who Wonders, and Fielder Rush are kind of the ways that you win. Aurelion Soul especially is very easy to level him up if you summon him with Fielder Rush, or if it's just in the field together with something like with another one of your big units like Trundle or It That Stares. You'll see, obviously you see in the games today, this deck can do pretty well against a lot of like a lot of like the greedy decks out there. So a lot of like Darknesses or a lot of other decks that play slow, because you usually can play faster than they can, ironically enough, because you can ramp up to your big win condition before they can actually be able to stabilize and win with their win condition. But the deck, at least this version of the deck, struggles a lot versus aggro, because we're not playing Zoe, and because we're not playing the Kylie Tavern Keeper. We don't really have a great way, or we're not even playing the Blighted Rapine. We don't have a lot of great way to deal with aggro, which is one of the weaknesses with this deck. Again, this version is more specifically to be able to win against the greedy decks out there. That's why we play Trundle instead of playing like Zoe. But if you're looking into a lot of aggro, then you can just play Kylie Tavern Keeper and play Zoe instead. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the games. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it below. And you can also subscribe to us, where we post LOR videos every single day. I'll see you all at the end of the video. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Darkness. Ooh. So against Darkness, I think I just want to ramp, to be honest. I think against Darkness, we just ramp, and call it a day. I think the Weirding Stones, though, is going to be kind of... like, Weirding Stones can just die, right? Because of their darkness. So how much value are we actually getting from this? I think we're just going to play it anyways. We have Targon Speed, but we don't have a really great hand for it. I think I like playing the Weirding Stones anyways. Or we can just... but we don't have a card that we can behold right now, right? Okay, so this is good because he's not gonna be able to kill us just yet. So we could go ahead and do the Weirding Stones here. I think we can save the Catalyzer for later. Is it actually the Targon's Peak? Or are we supposed to just ramp up all the way to feel the rush here? Because I'm assuming that he's gonna have Vega, right? Why don't we just do the peak right now? I think we just do the peak right now. Yeah, like, fine. You'll get the Vega. You will allow to kill this. But we could potentially get something nicer. Of course, we ended up getting the Catalyzer, which is fine. This is always going to die anyway, so we can just do this. If he doesn't want to play whatever he discounted, that's okay with us. I think we can go ahead and do the Trundle. It might give us the access to a pillar for free. I think I don't mind the Trundle. Actually, we have 8 mana next turn, right? So we could literally do the pillar. Yeah, but fine. That first Vengeance is always good. He still hasn't used whatever he got discounted. He didn't use it. He didn't hit the field of rush, unfortunately. So this is a little bit awkward because even if we play the Ice Pillar, we don't really have another way to I'm gonna do the Ice Pillar. I think at this point, what we have to try to do is just... I mean, if he gives us this, I'm okay with that. Targon's Peace set this to 0. Aren't I okay with this? I think I'm okay with that. Now we have Field of Rush. We can do the second Targon's Peak anytime that we want to potentially be able to hit another Field of Rush or something else bigger. So we do the Field of Rush right here. We have the Aesol and the Trundle, giving us access to another pillar next turn. Like, yeah, you're going to kill that pillar, but you just use your Darkness. Which was actually another 0-cost Darkness right there. We do Field of Rush, and this is putting him on a little bit of a timer now, because we're going to have another Field of Rush, potentially, soon enough. All our units have 10 HP, meaning that they are protected from the Darkness. Yeah, this is not gonna do enough damage to kill either one of these. So Aesol is gonna level up, allowing us to play a 0-cost whatever we get from Star Shaping. I'm thinking the second Targon's Peak is actually not good because it allows it stops us from having enough space to do another Field of Rush. Which I think is a little bit awkward. Unless the opponent does this. I mean, he is going to level up the Veigar here, which is a little bit unfortunate. But he has to be careful that we don't just want to kill him, no? So he's going to go after this right here. So right here we have two options. We could do the second Targon's Peak. But then that's giving us with almost no space for anything else. Or we could use the Ice Pillar, which is also pretty good. We still level up Aesol. We could just start by doing the Star Shaping. Seeing what we get from here first, and then go like that. This is actually huge that we got that like this, by the way. Cosmic Rays? This is not bad. Kind of want to do this before he can hit face. I kind of like doing this before he can hit face. So this stops his Veigar, and he can revive that with a Misco. We can always level up the Trundle with the Ice Pillar, while also refilling our whole mana. Next time we just keep enough mana to do a Field of Rush and call it a day. Could have Vengeance right here, or he's gonna do the Poke Stick here. I think I'm okay with that. I think at this point I'd rather do this on Trundle anyways. So we don't have enough Celestial cards that is gonna matter anyway, so I'm just gonna do this on Trundle. So now you have to Vengeance this, or you're gonna leave the Aesol alive for one more turn. So he has a choice. He decides that he's gonna go after the Aesol, which I don't particularly agree with. Here we might as well, I mean, because playing Faces of the Old One doesn't do anything for us. I think we're just gonna do the Ice Pillar and just level up the Trundle, right? Get our mana back and then have access to Moonlight Affliction to be able to finish the game. Darkness. If he does the Darkness, he's tapping out of like Vengeance or Minimorph mana. So again, I'm trying to see what he's trying to do right here. Because we can just do this here. We level up the Trundle. And now we have a big Overwhelm unit. And we also have Moonlight Affliction that's available for us. We could use Harsh Winds instead to prevent him from being able to heal. But the fact that the Trundle has Spell Shield while also having Regeneration is huge for us. And we can just summon another Trundle, another Aesol next turn. We feel the rush. Well, okay, so he's... So, I guess his only out right here is... I think we're gonna go for Lethal. I'm gonna go for the Lethal right here. I'm forcing to have like a 0-cost Vengeance to be able to stop this. So he needs to have a 0-cost Vengeance or a 0-cost Minimorph to be able to stop this, and the opponent doesn't have it, so... Because we didn't know what card got reduced from Targon Speak, right? So yeah, GG's. That's why Moonlight Affliction is a little bit of an underrated card in this type of decks. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against, Swarm deck. Now we do play Avalanches, which will be the way that we survive this. I really like the Targon Speak. This hand is greedy. This hand is super greedy. But I think we just do Faces, Wyrden Stones, Targon Speak, and hope that we can get something nice with Aesol. Oh, this is huge. Okay, so I definitely want to play. I definitely want to put the Targon Speak down if I got a chance. So I need to use the Targon Speak and hope that we hit the She Who Wonders, because that's gonna completely change the game. Fine. Let's ramp up a little bit right here. The only problem with She Who Wonders is that it does get rid of my ramp as well, which is a little bit annoying. But it's not the end of the world. I think it's Targon Speak instead of Trundle next turn, no matter what. Because Targon Speak has a lot of good hits right now in our hand. That is worth playing. We could just block the two. We can block the two, especially now that we also got Feel the Rush on the hand. Yeah, I think this is a Targon Speak turn. Regardless of what the opponent might play here, I guess we could potentially play Trundle. But we have so many good hits for Targon Speak that it has to be there. I think I'm willing to block like this. I don't really care about losing my ramp. I think at this point we just have to start to save the damage. Yeah, I mean, he's using everything right here, but again, I'm just gonna play for the Targon Speak. And if we hit the She Who Wonders, he's losing a lot of his units anyways. Now we do lose a lot of our ramp right here, which is a little bit unfortunate. We still have enough mana to summon the Trundle for free, even if it doesn't get discounted. The bad thing is that now, because he has Tristana, he is... Let's do Trundle first, obviously, and then we do Feel the Rush to summon a second Trundle. If he has... So, if he has Yodel in Arms, that would be the only scary thing here. Otherwise, our Feel the Rush is going to present a great blockers next turn, because the Aesol is also going to level up. The Rally here will be annoying. So let's say he has Rally plus Yodel in Arms exactly. And one of those, and the Yodel in Arms was the ones that got discounted. That would be pretty annoying. But actually, okay, no, he doesn't have the 4 regions yet, right? So PNC, Bandle, Ionia. Yeah, he has the Yodel in Arms. So he's gonna go for the Yodel in Arms next time and just try to kill us with the Elusive and the Rally, right? So that's why he went for it this way. Now, what he has to be worried about is that we don't hit our big thing here. We can also attack with both our units this turn, because there's no way that he has anything to block this, and he has to block at least one of them. So he has to sacrifice at least one unit that he won't be able to attack with this turn. He decides to go sacrifice the Gleaming Lantern, which I guess is fair because he has the impacts from this, guys. So he's presenting lethal damage to the impact and the elusive. So again, I guess at this point he's going to try to go for the Rally and Yodeling Arms play. If I'm guessing these two cards in his hand. He has to hope that we don't get anything nice from Acer right here. Because if we get away to like this, like if we get a nice Celestial card like that, then he gets completely punished. Ooh, taking 2 damage from the Shroom is pretty huge though. That's actually really big. So this is able to stop a rally play now. We can just summon a blocker. I don't want to do the stun just yet. I feel like I can wait for the stun just a little bit longer. I think we can play the Whirling Stuns here. I can wait for the stuns until he commits something else more. Like if he commits the Yodeling Arms right here. Oh, just a Buster Shot? Alright, so I think we can just do it now then. I think at this point, as long as we do it on the elusives, I don't see any way that he beats us. We'll be able to just level up Trundle right here with the Ice Pillar. And then next turn we'll have enough to do everything else. Yeah, like the stun from Mesa just ended up winning us the game right there. Because I guess actually, even he only had 1 card left, right? So even if he's Yodeling Arms, it wouldn't have been enough to push lethal. Because we could just summon the Ice Pillar to have another blocker. We had enough blockers for all his other regular units. But yeah, GG's. So in this match, we'll be going against Lovely Hornet. Wow, I kind of like the sign a lot. Maybe the problem with Avalanche and Weirding Stones is that it can, it can be very awkward to use them both together. Because then this is going to die to like a flock. But if he's using a flock on the Weirding Stone, I'm okay with that, I think. Yeah, like we can do Avalanche, especially if he commits like a Mayor right here. We could just Avalanche. I think it's just fine to do this. I guess the problem here is that if he has a Buster Shot, we end up losing. We should have just done the Catalyst, by the way. I don't know why I didn't. So that was a misplay on my part. Yeah, I think we're just going to do the Catalyst. So I'm just going to play around a Buster Shot. We should have done the Catalyst last turn. For some reason, in my head, I was like, oh, he's going to like do something else. But, I mean, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to take a lot of damage here. Fortunately for us, we can just start settling down the Targon's Peak. The problem is that Targon's Peak is not really doing a lot here either, right? Because we don't have a lot of great hits with Targon's Peak unless we hit like the Voices of the Old One or Trundle. Or, okay, now we have Field the Rush. So now if he open attack, I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do Targon's Peak and play 2 RNG Jesus. Okay, Field the Rush goes bye-bye, but that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but at least it's better than nothing. We get the 0-cost Trundle. It's pretty huge. Isn't it better to do this Trundle and have the 0-cost Icequake? Might be better to do it that way. I think it's better to do it that way. I think we just do the Icequake right here. I think we just do the Icequake and clear his whole board. And if he has Flock or Buster Shot, he can just kill our Trundle. Again, I'm completely okay with this. Oh, actually, it cost 3, so it didn't cost 0. That's interesting how that works. So, it cost 3 because the cost of the card actually went up. That's interesting. We still have Avalanche here. We have other things that we can do. So he can hit us for 4 here. Otherwise, we just Avalanche him. Like, he needs to open. Otherwise, we can just do Avalanche and stop his attack. Huh. So this is lethal if we don't kill them, right? So we have to open with the avalanche first. We always have the Moonlight Affliction to be able to stop, you know, the Mega Caster from actually doing anything. So we do have the Moonlight Affliction. And we're going to be ramping up a lot right here. Doesn't matter which way we do it, right? We can just... Well, we don't have Feel the Rush mana. So what about we just do the second Weirdest Stone and just ramp up to the ASO? I think that's okay, right? This is kind of funny. I think I'm going to do this now. This is a great hit for the tree, right? So that's a great hit for the tree, because it will let us kill the tree anytime we want. We still have the Moonlight Affliction. Supernova is also a great hit, because now we have another way to kill the tree. He could have a way, I guess, to kill us right here. Like if he has like Flock plus Scorched Earth. Otherwise, we just do Moonlight Affliction, like to be able to kill the Gnar. And that's the stairs, which will let us either kill his whole board or just kill his landmark. Like this is game, right? He even made his health better for us. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. Let's not give him the Poké Stick. Yeah, dude, you're gonna kill the ASO. We still have an It that's there, so I'm not scared about anything he might do. Minimorph? Don't think that's gonna matter. And then we just do this and stop the landmarks. Now, it does kill our Targon's Peak, which is a big deal for us. But we do still have the Destroyer as well. And we can just pull that. We can just pull this one away with the Ice Pillar. And we're able to push the damage that we need, right? So we had two ways to deal with the landmark at least. It's crazy that he had the Minimorph there, though. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against... Ooh. I think this is... Wait, what is this? Is this just a Cataclysm? Maybe it's just Cataclysm, to be honest. I'm gonna get greedy with this hand. Now, we don't have a ramp. Usually you want to be able to mulligan for your ramp. But I like the fact that our Targon's Peak is gonna hit almost everything. I'm just gonna hope that I draw into the ramp by the time we get to turn 3. Now drawing into the ramp is a little bit awkward now. This might just be a Transposition deck, or it's gonna be a Pursuit of Perfection deck. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. Yeah, no, please let us hit the ramp. Okay, there we go. Rewarded, like we talked about. We just hit the ramp and we got it. I think we have to do it because he could just pass back, right? So we have to just do it, just in case that the opponent can pass back on us. So it always makes sense, like, you always have to be careful of not committing it. I think we just do the Targon's Peak. We have a lot of good hits with Targon's Peak. He shouldn't have a way to kill us from 18 health, no matter what he has in his hand. So we'll just do the Targon's Peak and hope that we hit ASO or even Trundle. I mean, the Star Shaping hit wouldn't be the worst either. The worst hit here will be the Weirdest Stone, right? 2 Targon's Peak is always a little bit awkward because you never want to make your board too heavy, right? Okay, this is looking more and more like I mean, we could always get Avalanche and just clear his whole board. We also have a second Trundle. Okay, we have a way to heal. I think I'll take the heal. I think we'll just do the Trundle right here. Yeah, I think we'll take the Trundle. I'll let him kill this Trundle. I don't think I can take that 8 damage like that. We have a way to heal the rest of the damage off. We could potentially get Avalanche later on, right? I guess he's gonna try to level her up. Yeah, he's gonna try to level her up. It's unfortunate that we ended up not getting the avalanche. Because now we're gonna be in a little bit of an active position, right? Where the opponent will be able to just straight up kill us. Because of their buy. Scourge is the best hit that we could get if he gets hit by the Targon Speak, since he has Challenger. Okay, we ended up not having it. And there's the Avalanche that we talked about. We'll open up with the Avalanche first. We'll do the second Trundle and the Weirding Stones. Having no blockers. Next turn we can try to level up our unit. Papercraft Dragon. You don't have Overwhelm, so I'm not too concerned about that. And you're killing our unit right away on the first hit. Meaning that you're not ever going to actually... like, never actually going to hit twice with the buy. I mean, he is doing some damage. And there we go. We get the Scourge, which is what we were talking about. Cool. I mean, you killed this. I actually think it's better to just play the Scourge. Like, I'm actually thinking that it's better not to play the ASO right here, unless he has a way to kill this unit.
More exciting than an unsolved mystery.
Although the pillar is not bad. I want to be able to hit the pillar next turn, but if we don't hit the pillar next turn, then that's a problem. We could hit ASO, allowing us to hit... I think we just do the pillar right here. And then summon ASO next turn. He can prank one of these two cards, which doesn't matter to us. The buy is going to potentially die. Okay, we don't hit the ASO and we don't hit the freaking pillar anyways. That's a little bit unfortunate. So if that's the case, we have to just do ASO, right? Let's just do the pillar. The pillars actually can get buffed by the Scourge. And then we'll just do the ASO and just try to finish the game that way. The buy is a little bit annoying, so we might have to just sacrifice the Scourge against it. If the opponent has the stun, we do have Harsh Winds for next turn, which is pretty nice for us. Kind of like the Supernova, to be honest. I think the Supernova is actually pretty low key right here. It's gonna just try to do this now. If we do this, we're losing. So, what if we're just pulling like this? He needs to stun to be able to survive. Again, we have the Harsh Winds against the buy next turn, so I'm not scared of the buy. Yeah, he's just gonna mini-morph him. Yeah, I figured that this card is never gonna level up. But we have the Harsh Winds, which also protects us against the Pursuit of Perfection. So we can just push all this damage right here. And then next turn just do... I don't need to summon the Weirding Stones, although I probably will. So I'm gonna summon the Weirding Stones just so that we get a hit off of something else this turn. We got the Staggering Speak instead. So Harshman's just gonna close this the game, right? He shouldn't have a way to kill us. We could also just Supernova right now. But I think Harshman's is a little bit safer. I think Harshman's is a little bit safer. Yep. I guess if he has a buff now, we lose, right? So if he has a way to buff his unit, then it is possible that he's able to kill us. So maybe the Supernova was correct, but then we could potentially die to that Sump Works when using something else. And there you go. We can go ahead and replace this with the Targon Speak. Again, I want to make sure that I hit one of these units next turn. As long as we pull ASO down or She Who Wonders, we end up winning. I guess She Who Wonders is a little bit awkward because we lose the Ice Pillars, but he does lose his whole board, right? Okay, so She Who Wonders doesn't do anything anymore. He's able to give his whole things elusive. Granted to them, sorry. The problem is that he did it while they were frozen, so they're not going to get the attack from buy, meaning that Meaning that the She Who Wanders actually still kills them, huh? What about we start with this first? What about we start with this and then do the She Who Wanders? Yeah, I'm gonna start with this first. And then we do the She Who Wanders. And we're able to obliterate the rest of his board. So I wanna start with this in case he has a way to somehow kill the Scourge. This also gets rid of the Papercraft Dragon, by the way, because he gets obliterated. He ends up doing the wrong thing. So we have a choice here. We can keep... Alright, this is game, right? I mean, all our followers also die. So... like, all our followers also die, but the Scourge is able to give Overwhelm, which ends up just kind of winning the game. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against... Karma Lux? What the heck am I playing against? Opponent is wow, actually, they do play Denies though, so that is a little bit awkward. Maybe we hard mulligan for a ramp and hope that we get Trundle instead. Yeah, there we go. Targon Speak is not bad, because at least we can reduce our ASO. But the fact that we have Deny makes feel the rush a little bit awkward to play. They could also play the Broadwing. So the Broadwing will make this a little bit awkward as well, because they can kill this with the Broadwing. There we go, that we just talked about. Fortunately, we do have the Weirding Stone as well. So now we'll be able to just do the Trundle. I guess if he has single combat, I get punished by that. But let's see it. If he has single combat, I mean, he can just go ahead and do it. Okay, at least it's not single combat. I think, I like the idea of the Trundle here. Unfortunately, Hashwings is not going to be able to stop the Broadwing. But I think the Trundle is slightly better here because we could also do the Ice Quake next turn, instead of relying on a Targon Speak. Ooh, the silence is huge. Wow, that silence is actually huge, right? Yeah, that silence is huge. He can do the for the Masia, but then we have the Moonlight Affliction. So that silence might be everything that we needed. Let's see what he does first, though, before we commit the silence. Okay, so we are going to have to commit the silence, right? Do I want him to draw? Or do I want to keep my... I think I'm going to keep my Weirding Stones alive instead. Just ramp up a little bit more. Fortunately, we do let him get the draw, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I think I'm okay with that. So I think what I'm going to do right here is that I'm just going to do the Targon Speak. And then next don't be able to do anything else that we get here from Targon Speak. Now it does give him access to be able to also... Okay. So he shouldn't get like any... He shouldn't get a good draw from this. The Weirding Stone stays alive, so here we can do the Ice Pillar. Unfortunately, we hit the second Targon Speak, which is not great for us, because it's pretty useless at the moment.
We can do this.
We could just do this. How funny is this? Gets rid of almost all his units, gets rid of the spell shield, preventing him from attacking. I think it has to be the pillar first. I think I like the pillar first. I think let's leave our options open. I like the pillar first just to make sure that our Trundle has a little bit more health here. Now he does have 4 mana. He should be able to just pull something. He can kill this for free. We're still gonna have 8 mana. Okay. I think now we do it. I think now we actually do it. So the reason I wanted to wait until Trundle leveled up is so that way we don't lose to a single combat right here. Because now even if he has a single combat, the Trundle still stays alive. Now, this does mean that he'll be able to kill the Ice Pillar, meaning that we won't get the challenge, the burnable next turn. Which is a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so here's gonna be able to kill. He's gonna be able to kill. Actually, he can get a free hit from the River Shaper. He won't be able to kill the Trundle because the Trundle still, the Broadwind is still only doing 3. But he keeps one alive. I think we go ahead and actually summon the Targon Speak, and because we have to try to hit one of our other units here. He decides to go like this. I'm unwilling to sacrifice Trundle right here. I think I am, because we have a second Trundle in our hand. I think I'm actually willing to sacrifice Trundle into the River Shaper, if he lets me get it. Ironically, his spells costing 0 is messing up the lots. Yeah, I'm taking this. I'm taking this because we have a second Trundle in our hand, giving us access to another Ice Pillar. We still have the Flash, we still have the Harsh Winds, and we can also just do Acer right here, right? So we have 2 hits. We still have a great blocker with the It That Stares. And there we go. We hit the Acer. I'm gonna do the Trundle first. And then we'll do the Acer. Now, he got this to cost 0 mana, which again it's gonna buff his units, but it's not gonna. I kind of like the Living Legends. I think I'm gonna need the Living Legends because our hand is a little bit low in resources right now. Acer will level up right here if he doesn't do anything, and if he tries to do anything, we have Harsh Winds. And he's gonna go for it. Recall. Single combat. Okay, so what he's gonna do is that he's just gonna try to I guess that makes sense. You just stop the Acer from coming down. I think here we just attack with everything. We still have Harsh Wind available to us. I think we go ahead and do the Harsh Wind. Okay, he's gonna be able to level up the Luts right here. So we definitely do the Harsh Winds now because we don't want this to die. So I think we do it like this. And then this turn we're just gonna do the Catalyst of Eons to give us the 10 mana that we need. If that's a single combat or a sharp side, right? The problem is that if he single combats, he's losing both units, and then he's not going to have anything to buff for next turn. So that's why he's thinking right now. If he single combats this, I'm okay with that. So you get the laser. You get the laser, allowing you to kill this guy. But you still lost 2 units. The laser is not doing anything. We can just ramp again, be able to do the pillar next turn, or do the Living Legends. We still are able to hit 2 of our units next turn. We still have 10 health. I don't see how he wins this. I mean, even if he gets the Demacia here, it's funny, he actually didn't hit the Demacia. This is actually nutty, the fact that we got both of these, because we're able to refund our mana. So he's gonna go with the stun first. So I think I'm gonna go with the Acer first. Now it's a little bit awkward here. I think second Living Legends might be a little bit too much. I think at this point we just need a Destroyer. We can always... we still have enough mana for Harsh Winds because we can do this at burst speed. So we can still do this at burst speed, allowing us to be able to... yeah, I mean, cool. Like, do your thing. We have 2 things here. We can just do this at burst speed and then be able to get something. And then we can kill the Luts. Because we get refunded all our mana. We do the Supernova, we kill both units, and he loses the game. And then we still have Ice Pillar to get all our mana back, allowing us to summon something else, right? So the double Targon Speak ended up working out for us, and ended up just delaying his stuff enough to be able for us to win. But yeah, GG's. And now The last two games, you're gonna see what I mean about this deck not being great against aggro. Here's a little montage of just us getting absolutely destroyed by aggro decks. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Jinx Draven. I think this is gonna be very bad for us. The opponent should be able to kill us much faster than we can kill them. We can pretend that we can ramp into any discards, but I don't think it's gonna actually be that way. I think what we need to do is keep the Weirding Stone and hope that we get like a Trundle. We didn't get a Trundle, but at least we do have some heals, so we could potentially stall long enough to do 8-stairs. Okay, we have a lot of heals, so we should be able to build up to the 8-stairs, right? Yeah, we should be able to build up to the 8-stairs. We can do the Weirding Stones on the next turn. Or we can do the Catalyst of Eons, whichever one. I think it's probably better to do the... Okay, it's probably just better to do the Weirding Stones, right? I mean, it's the same here. It's just a little bit more mana efficient. I guess he could have get it sided. Don't know if that's going to be a difference. Here we can do the Catalyst. And again, at this point we have to try to ramp to the 8-stairs. And be able to just summon the 8-stairs, right? So that's going to be for us next turn. Ooh, that's a lot of damage though. Isn't that lethal? It's not lethal just yet. But it's very close to lethal. Yeah, we're going to be at 1. So if he has any burn, we just lose. He has the vision? Yeah. We're never going to beat an aggro deck like this. Especially because we didn't get the Avalanche. If we got the Avalanche, we had a chance. But without Avalanche or without like a Trundle, he was able to just run us down. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Draven Rumble. We tend to do pretty bad against aggro decks, unfortunately for us. Just because of how much faster they can beat us. The Avalanche is pretty good, especially in combination with the Weirding Stone, and we also have Trundle in our hand. The problem is that he can still go pretty aggro right here really quickly. Yeah, like that. Like he's gonna be pushing 6 damage next turn no matter what we do. And we probably don't want to have to do the Avalanche next turn. We probably want to start ramping up. So we're gonna have to do the Weirding Stones instead. Meaning that he'll be able to just attack us for even more damage. Now we do have some heals. We do have the Catalyst of Ions and the Star Shaping. And now he can just summon this, right? So he can just summon this and open 4-9. If he just opens attack, am I supposed to just do the Voices of the Old One and call it a day? Yeah, so he's gonna just open attack here. This is always gonna die to an Avalanche, right? So I don't think it matters a lot. I think we just do this. Just heal, get the ramp, and then next time we do Avalanche. Yeah, there you go. So I was waiting for him to commit a little bit more before we did Avalanche, because now we can get rid of the spell shield. We can get rid of the spell shield, and then we still have another Avalanche available for us. Could have done Trundle first. I don't think it was necessary. So this gives us a good blocker. This gives us a good blocker. We still have Avalanche. We wish we had the freeze instead though. Because this is gonna be hitting us for 8. Or actually 9. So he's gonna be hitting us for 9. We do have the Star Shaping. He'll be hitting us for 9. I think we're supposed to just do it like this. Even if we lose to like a... Even if we lose to a Might, we're supposed to do it like this. Yep, there you go. So he gets the Might, and that's exact lethal. So then we have to do this, and just hope that we get anything else at some point. I guess we can do the 8-stairs to clear his whole board. But we survive at 4, so if he has like any burn, we just lose. Like if he has the Decimate. Or he could just have that as well. We can kill his whole board with the stairs at least. But then again, he just needs to have Decimate and we lose no matter what. And he has it. He's just gonna put it on the stack and just call it a day. Yeah, that's the problem with us going against burn. Like burn decks, it's just gonna be pretty much almost completely unwinnable for the most part. They can just kill us much faster than we can out-aggress them. But yeah, GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. You can kind of see how crazy it is with the RNG from when targets speak. Sometimes you hit what you want, sometimes you don't hit what you want. You also have to be careful that you're not helping the opponent out a little bit too much. You kind of get the idea here, right? So you always want to keep in your mulligan some of your ramp. If you're going against aggro, it might be worth it to keep Avalanche or try to mulligan for Avalanche. But definitely Catalyst of Eons and Weirding Stone especially are very potent because when you play them in turn 3, you can ramp up to the Trundle right away. Aside from that, you can also keep one Targon Speak usually and try to kick everything else. Because everything else you're going to need later on and you can go into it. If you have enough ramp, it might be worth it to keep Fielder Rush if you're not going against Ionia. Obviously against Ionia you have to be worried about deny. So it's not really worth it to keep Fielder Rush against Ionia. But against almost anything else, it's not bad to keep Fielder Rush if you have at least 2 ramp pieces. Because it's very likely that you get a chance to play it in this game. Aside from that, again, the deck is pretty straightforward. Just drop your Targon Speak whenever you feel that it's safe and just start outvaluing your opponent from there because you get a lot more value from Targon Speak than they usually get. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's deck. Again, if you like the content, please make sure to like the video and subscribe below. It helps us out a lot. You can also catch us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream about 3 to 4 times a week. Or you can also find us in our Discord group or Twitter. Both of the links to those in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.